Before I pulled into the driveway, Garrett, Tyler, and Sean had been shooting around in our grass backyard, breaking in the goal we'd purchased only a few days earlier. Turns out, without a place to dribble, all you can really do with a basketball goal is shoot on it. As I laughed about the sandwich-winning story, Ty decided to prove it by shooting again from an even farther distance. Wanting to save the moment, Sean grabbed a camera. That, Sean, was a clutch idea. Changing it to video mode, Sean pressed the record button, and a couple of shots later, swish. Ty screamed, "Yes," and threw down his hat in celebration. When we saw the shot on camera, it was obvious what we had to do next. Camera rolling and competitive juices flowing, we tried to outdo each other, standing on a rail, backwards in a chair, off the chimney, over the fence. We'd shoot and show, shoot and show. It was a blast, some of the most competitive guys you could meet, a camera and a basketball. The defining moment came when Ty stepped up to a tree about 30 yards from the basket. A backwards over the header from that distance was ridiculous, and though Sean pointed the camera at him, I knew Ty was wasting our time. He'd already named a few of his shots for the camera, but this one was tougher to define. He simply said, "This shot doesn't even have a name." He let it fly, and with the ball in the air, he said, "Hoo-ha," swish. Facing the opposite direction, Ty couldn't see it go in, but our reactions gave it away. We all rushed towards Sean, dying to see the replay. We were impressed before we watched it again, but seeing it on camera turned out to be the drive for everything that followed. In real life, that shot had looked sweet. On camera, it looked fake, and that was a very good thing. Because Ty couldn't see it swish, his blank stare into the lens seemed to say, "No big deal." It looked hilarious. We didn't think anyone would believe it, but we wanted to know for sure. That was when we decided to make a video. We kept making shots, but it was getting dark, so we soaked up all the time we could, called it a night, and went inside to check out the day's footage. We liked the shots we'd made, but we knew we didn't have enough to make a full video. We thought about other shots we could do the next day, and we smiled when Tyler said what all of us were thinking: "I want to go bigger." We wanted to shoot farther, more difficult shots. For round 2, we wanted to go big. Our classes ended at different times the next day, but we all came home as fast as we could. No one wanted to miss out on our new hobby, and more important, no one wanted to be outdone. With camera charged, we went to the backyard and started recording. After a few mediocre land shots, our attention turned toward the roof of the house. We had bounced a few off of the roof, but we hadn't shot any from it yet. Unsurprisingly, Tyler was the first to scout it out, and with the camera's record light on, he invented what would turn out to be his favorite type of shot. Looking back over his shoulder, Tyler declared, "This is the laser shot." Like the former high school quarterback he is, Tyler took the ball in one hand and unleashed a rocket, sending a frozen rope through the net on his very first try. As the day progressed and our creativity grew, we knew we'd have to move the goal off-site to go even bigger. We headed to a nearby park and unloaded. To say the least, we caused some comical confusion as we rolled our goal past the people playing on the park's outdoor basketball court. "Excuse us, fellas, we brought our own." After making some sweet shots there, we only needed one more shot to finish our video, a really far one. Distance-wise, we hadn't pulled off anything too impressive yet, so we set our sights on something big. On our way home, we passed a friend's house, one with a front yard large enough to distance the house at least 40 yards from the street. We'd found our big finish, 40 yards from our friend's roof into the goal in the back of the truck. We rolled the camera for about 10 minutes. It was windy that day, but with a little patience, Tyler nailed it. Somewhere in between excited and exhausted, we called it a wrap. That night, as we crowded around the kitchen table and 2 days' worth of footage, a certain clip caught our attention. On day 2, Sean and Tyler had filmed an introduction to begin our trick shot video. They'd set up 2 chairs in the backyard, and since they were the only ones there at the moment, Sean had set the camera on the rail of our deck. He pressed the record button, looked at the screen, and the view was exactly what he wanted. Pleased, he said, "Dude, perfect." We instantly loved it. Our name, our brand, and the phrase in all our videos was born. We didn't set out to create a company, and we had absolutely no idea about the adventure ahead of us. What we did know was that we were doing something that excited us, something that stemmed from our love for competition. We knew we were having fun. Now, I promised you our suggestion to the next level question I asked earlier, and here it is. If you're not consistently getting excited about what you're doing, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. We're just college students, but already we've seen too many unenthusiastic answers to the question, what do you do for a living? So here's a thought. If you don't have to fight back the urge to smile when you answer that question, you may need to reevaluate what you do. Before you roll your eyes, let me explain. First of all, I realize that passion isn't everything, and not every passion is created equal. There are some passions that might be better if they remained hobbies. But while passion isn't everything, it is crucial. Passion is a good indicator of where your best efforts will be spent. We'll talk about this over the course of the next 2 chapters, but it's worth considering now. Are you more likely to go big, to do the hard work necessary to achieve excellence for something that excites you or for something that bores you? Getting excited puts you in a better position to take your shot and make it count. Passion may not be everything, but it's definitely worth your careful attention. I also realize that not everyone is in a position to drop everything immediately and follow where their excitement leads. It's a lot easier for college guys with limited responsibilities to make trick basketball videos and travel promoting them. For someone working 2 jobs just to make ends meet, it's much harder to start chasing a dream. But thinking about what gets you excited is worth doing, whatever your next step is. When you know what it is that gets you excited, you'll be in a better position, now or in the future, to capitalize on the opportunities that come your way, or to create your own opportunities. Discovering your passion is always the first step, whether you take what you're excited about to the next level immediately or somewhere down the line. And getting excited isn't about the money. Why? Because this book isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Do we legitimately believe that you can make money doing something you instinctively love? Yes. Have we? Yes. But for anyone who does something they love for a living, the smiling answer to the what do you do question almost never comes from the money. It comes from the job itself. We believe that everyone has something significant to offer, and doing something you love may be your best opportunity to offer it. So that is our suggestion. In the connected world we live in, we've been able to go big with a passion of ours. In the same way, we want to help you make your shot count and go big with what you love. Now, if that feels unrealistic, you need to keep reading, and fast.